When it was confirmed that I had cancer, there are no words to describe that feeling. Hi, my name is Joy Pate, and I'll be 50 years old in October. I am the firstborn of 4 children. I do not have any children of my own, but I have 4 nieces and a nephew that I call mine. I live in Goldsboro, and I've been a nurse at Wayne UNC for a little over 20 years. So in January of 2024, I had COVID and noticed that it hurt to put my arm down and that I had a knot under my arm. And about 2 weeks later, I found another mass in my right breast. So I was traveling, and I was in Johnson City, Tennessee at that time, and my doctor arranged for me to go get a mammogram and an ultrasound. And I had my mammogram at 8:50, and at 10 o'clock that morning, the doctor from upstairs came down and told me that he was 98% certain I had breast cancer, and he wanted to do a biopsy right then. So about 4 days after my biopsy, they called me and told me that I had invasive ductal carcinoma. When it was confirmed that I had cancer, there are no words to describe that feeling. I found out that when you tell people you have cancer, their first reaction is to cry. So just telling people was an emotional roller coaster every single time. But luckily, there were people to tell, because having support is the best thing for that diagnosis. So I met with Dr. Kaspari after official diagnosis, and I did 6 weeks of chemo. I actually did not call it chemo because chemo just sounded terrible. It's like a poison in your body. So I had watched a lady that had had chemo before, and she called it sunshine, her sunshine treatments, because it gave her more days of sunshine. And I love that because I'm a very positive person. And so I had sunshine treatments, and we had a sunshine team that came to every treatment with me. There was 2 people every time. So probably the hardest part of chemo is losing your hair. I had my first treatment on a Tuesday, and by that next Monday, my hair started falling out. So I chose to go to a wig place, and we made it a big party. They shaved my hair, and we tried on wigs, and we made it as fun of a day as it could be. But losing your hair, I mean, it changes your appearance, and our hair is so much of our appearance. And I'm not a vain person at all whatsoever, but there were a lot of tears shed over losing your hair. Surgery was not difficult at all. I was actually very scared about surgery, but there was very little pain. I went with a lumpectomy. I did not do a mastectomy, and went out to lunch afterwards. It was a very easy surgery. And then the next day, the surgeon called me and told me that there was no cancer cells found anywhere in my breast tissue or in the lymph nodes. I had 2 very large tumors. The first tumor was in my underarm area, and that was a 5 by 7 centimeter tumor. And then I had one in my upper right breast that was 2 by 2. And so when you get that phone call that the chemo and the immunosuppressants has completely obliterated that, and there are no more cancer cells there, it was a very, very good day, very good day. Answers to a lot of prayers, lots of prayers. Having cancer is a life-changing experience, and not always for the positive. However, finding these tumors before they grow and are able to spread is so important. And looking back and during all of this, it had been 3 to 4 years since my last mammogram, because we just get busy and life is busy and we have ball games, and you know, life is just busy. So we have to put our health on the forefront, and those screenings, you know, could have found my tumor when it was smaller. Now, so far I've had a good outcome, but finding that sooner rather than later can make a big difference in your treatment. I I could not have done this journey without my family. Oh, I can get emotional. I wasn't gonna get emotional.
It's okay.
I could not have done this journey and this fight, because it was a fight, without the support of my family, my sisters, Melissa, Angie, and Beverly, my mother, who didn't hold my hair when I was throwing up because I didn't have any, but who was right there to clean everything up. And I worked with some of the best people in the world that I had been friends with for 20 years. Heather, Joan, Tracy, Allison, Angela. You let me talk things through, and you were so supportive, and I could not have done this without you, and I'm so blessed that I have you in my life. My name is Joy Pate, and I am a breast cancer warrior.